What's good, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I want to break down what's going on with Tesla stock and Cathie Wood, talk about something very important that she and her ETF just did involving Tesla, and what you should be watching for as time progresses. Before I break into all this information, let me just say two things real quick. Firstly, I am not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Mumu link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Mumu and deposit $100 into the account, you are guaranteed 5 free stocks. Put in $1,000 and you're guaranteed 15 free stocks. The offer ends very soon. Anyways, when it comes to Tesla, I was talking about how this 172 area was very important, and Tesla might try to test at least 175. If we broke past this, we had this gap to fill, and we could get very close to about this 177 area. We went a little bit higher. We came just under 180 before coming back down, and now Tesla's holding up very, very well. But the question is, what's going on with the news affecting the markets? What's happening with Jerome Powell and all these other things? So Powell is actually giving his testimony right now in front of the banking committee, and he hasn't really said anything too different. He's just saying the same things again and again and again. But now the Fed has to look at the data, continue to monitor the situation, and that there's been a lot of progress that's been made, and most of what he says has been quite good. But for the most part, don't forget about the fact that he's still being kind of ambiguous, as he typically is. Despite that, we have some good news about Tesla. So let's start off with some not so good news, which is not really affecting it as much. And then I'm going to talk about the good news afterwards. So some not so good news is that Tesla is saying that the German plant's power outage may continue until the end of next week, until March 17th, which is not the best of news. With that coming out, this was a little bit negative for Tesla, but I do believe Tesla has priced a lot of this in. It dropped very hard since this data has come out, since this news has come out, not really data. But the good news I do have for everyone is that Cathie Wood is buying more Tesla shares. Cathie Wood and her ARK Invest funds have bought more than 140,000 Tesla shares as the stock is trading at 2024 lows. Now, I know that that's not an insane amount, but she is starting to buy the dip at this area, and she may continue to dollar cost average. Now, looking at the current ARK or ARK ETF, the way it's broken down thus far, these are the top 10 holdings. So Coinbase is the top holding with an 11% weight. Tesla's in second place with a 7.76% weight right here, which is still a very, very nice, substantial amount. So now let's break down the share price and how things are looking. We're watching the support at 177.6. If we lose this, watch 175, 173.75, followed by 172. If we try to hold above this and try to break out, we have a little resistance at 178, followed by 180 as a tight resistance. We did get rejected here 2 times. If we break past 180, we could start pushing to higher levels like 182 and 184. But overall, Tesla's kind of shuffling between the 177.6 area and around 180. Excuse me, guys, I apologize. Overall, Tesla is doing quite well. It's helping. It's getting help by the market as the market is pushing to new all-time highs. And it's been dropping so hard that we're seeing some buyers trying to defend it around this very low 170 area. So Tesla's kind of shuffling for now, kind of range bound right here, but it's showing some life and there is potential. Let's see if we can try to break above 180. If we do break it, that's going to be a good sign. But Tesla needs another boost. We may need another catalyst to do so. Otherwise, it's just stuck between 178 to 180. So wait and see, guys. Tesla's still holding up nicely. We did call this bounce in the morning. For SPY, this thing is on a tear. It just reached about 515, breaking the all-time high. It's coming down just a little bit, retesting 514.5. Watch support around 514.2. Below that, we have 513.5. 512, 511.5, followed by the 510 area. Those are going to be our supports. Resistance is around 515. If we break past this, we could be pushing towards 516.5. Overall, SPY is still on a very, very nice uptrend. It's still holding up nicely. Very, very bullish overall. For the QQQ, we just tested a resistance up here at 445. We also have this chop zone between 445 and 446. We kind of rejected a little bit. I wouldn't say reject. We're just cooling off just a bit for now. We're watching support at 444. If we lose that, watch 443.5, 442, and then we have the 440 area. Overall, we have a nice uptrend being established on the QQQ, and this thing could continue to push. Overall, it's not looking too bad as we've tried to fill this gap. The QQQ is on an uptrend. It's holding up nicely, so watch that resistance, and it could try to push more later, but watch and see how we end up reacting to 444. For a couple more tickers out there, we also have Nvda. Nvidia is looking pretty darn strong. It's been continuing to push very nicely. We're testing this resistance. We just hit this 920 area. We're coming back down to 915. If that breaks, we have support at 908. If we break past 920, I'm going to be watching 925, followed by 930. Overall, a very strong uptrend, looking quite good, and there is more potential for this to push even higher. Finally, we have Aapl. Aapl is actually not looking too great from the last time I checked it. Not looking too good. You guys can see it tried to rebound to 170, got a rejection again. We're at 169. We have a risk of coming down to 168 all over again. And if we lose the low from right here, I could see this thing easily coming down to 165 very soon. So the chart looks very weak. It's very lackluster, not really doing a whole lot. So be very careful with Aapl. Let me go over a couple more tickers before I end this video with Tesla. So far, some tickers are trying to push, such as Microsoft bouncing off that 400 resistance. We're watching 407. I'm sorry, it's right here. 407 is resistance at the 30 minutes 200 EMA. If we break this, 410 could be coming. For Coinbase, watch 240 is resistance. If we break past this, we can start pushing even higher to 245. If we hold above 240, that is 245 is a real possibility. Amazon is at 176. If we do hold around this area and try to continue to push, our next level is 178. It may cool off a little bit to 175.4 and then try to bounce, but still holding up decently. Meta pushed all the way up to about 510s, coming down a bit. Watch support at 505. If we bounce off that, we could continue to push past 510. So far, so good. Nice uptrend on Meta. It is uptrending so far, but be a little bit careful up here. SPY pushed very nicely to 514.87, came down just a little bit. When we watch to see how well it holds around this 514 area. So far, so good. It's still on a very nice uptrend, and we'll see how it does from here. Tesla is getting some help. It's now trying to break past 178, but 180 is going to be our tight level of resistance. Let's see if Tesla could break this or not. There is potential for it to push all the way up there very, very soon. All right, guys, so that's it for this video. Thank you all for listening. Hopefully this quick video was helpful. Have a great day. I'll be back in a couple of hours for another update. Thanks again, and peace out.